100% sure she just passed gas. Hi friends. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Courtney and I've been a part-time reseller on Poshmark since 2018. I just passed a couple milestones. I sold my 4,000th piece on Poshmark and I crossed the $100,000 in sales threshold, which is so cool. Even though I've been reselling since 2018, I really didn't start taking it seriously until like 2021, 2022. And by taking it seriously, I mean like looking into the algorithm and SEO and like how to push my products out and get more eyes on them. And I was more consistent with listing and things like that. So the bulk of those numbers happened in the last like 3.5 years. So I have an exciting video for you guys. If you've been around before, you know this. If you're new though, part of my business model is offering consignment for a limited number of clients that have better like mid to high tier brands in their closet and they're looking to like clear their closet out and get some money back for those items. So I recently shifted from a 30% consignment fee to a 40% consignment fee for various reasons. One being that I have more things going on in my life now, so I have less free time. So I kind of have to be selective with how I spend my time, and I don't want to spend that time, you know, prepping an item and spending time on an item that I'm just going to get like $8 to $10 back on. You know, back when I had way more free time, that was, to me, it's free money. So it didn't bother me at all. But now that I have to be a little more selective, I did decide to increase that consignment fee to 40%. And I am very selective though. This video, I actually am going to be selling for the wife of a person that I work with that is very high up in the company. So obviously I ran into her at our company 25th anniversary, like kickoff party or whatever. I had a few tequila drinks before that, and I don't know if she did, but we had a bonding moment, and she was like, girl, I need you to sell my stuff for me. And I was like, girl, bet, like, let's go. So I woke up the next day and I DM'd her on Instagram and I was like, not sure if I made this up, but I think we talked about me selling your clothing and taking you on as a consignment client. So if that really happened, let me know. I'd love to. So she never responded. She read it, but never responded. So I was like, maybe I made it up and now she thinks I'm a weirdo. But her husband that I work with texted me and he was like, hey, I have, you know, 3 or 4 bags for you for my wife in the car. So it did happen. I'm not crazy. She may think I'm crazy for reaching out like that, but I'm really excited to take her on as a client. It's actually someone that I have thought over and over the years about, like, that I would love to reach out to her and offer my services, but I, again, didn't want to be a weirdo. So I love that she approached me about it. And I think it's because I share some of my reselling journey on my Instagram and she's seen me post about it. So she knew that I did consignment. So anyways, needless to say, I was excited to get the items, really curious to see what kind of brands they are. I knew that they weren't going to be necessarily like things like designer because that's just not her vibe. She's a very like laid back, like casual, like chill, so cool. Like she's the type of person that when you hear who she is in relation to our company, you would maybe be nervous to like talk to her or like, you know, be around her or whatever. But at the second you meet her, she is like so unassuming. You'd never know how high up her husband is in the company. Like she's just a really good human. And I just love that about her. So I knew, you know, just by nature of who she is, that it wasn't going to be like a ton of like, you know, runway designers or anything, because she just is not that type of person. But I do know that she dresses nice. And she has some money. So I was like, sure, let me sell for you. So I got the haul. I did already look because I have no chill. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. It is a smaller haul compared to my other consignment clients. Like my other consignment clients will send me anywhere from like 2 to 4 giant trash bags a couple times a year. And this was just like 2 of the Lululemon, you know, like free bags you get when you shop at Lululemon. And then 1 additional item that was too big to put in those bags. So it's not a ton, maybe like 15 or 20 pieces, but I figured I would show you guys what we're working with. So there's a lot of denim in this haul, and I think the rest are mostly tops. She didn't send me any dresses or anything. And it's a mixture of things I'm like super excited about, and then some things that I'm just like, we'll see how it does. So it's kind of a combination. So I am going to list it all though and just kind of see how it goes, because there are brands that I don't necessarily like pick up because other people say not to pick them up. But what's the brand recently? I started selling Bardot, a Nordstrom brand called Bardot. I never hear anyone talk about it, but it's selling for like $40 to $60 for me. So that's just making me wonder if there's other brands out there that I'm not picking up and not looking up comps on because nobody talks about that I should maybe test out. And there's a couple of those in here. This is one of them. I do think these will do well. These are 7 for All Mankind. I don't typically pick these up, but these are, where did I see it? These are like the most current version of the ultra high rise dojo. Now, if you're a reseller, if you've been a reseller for any amount of time, you've probably heard someone talk about the dojos. The older dojos that are vintage have this like, I think it's like it almost looks like a rainbow or something across the pocket, if they're the ones I'm thinking of. And those sell really well still. Now, to be fair, I don't know if those do really well because they're like nostalgic and that thing on the pocket is what people look for, or if it's just truly like the fit and the style. Hopefully it's the fit and the style since these don't have the thing on the pocket, but we'll see. So these are a dojo. They are like a little slight flare. They've got blank pockets. Of course, Oliver's laying directly underneath me. So if I fall, that's why. So yeah, these are great. And my other consignment clients are very small, like very small, like size 23 to 26. And she's more of like she's small, but like on the like average small size, not like the like ultra small. You don't see a lot of people that small size. Does that make sense? My favorite sizes to sell in jeans are like 27 to 32, and these are a 28, if that tells you what I'm trying to explain. These are a zip fly, not a button. So I'll be looking up comps and putting them on the screen to let you guys know what I can expect. So she sent me 5 pairs of new with tags Agolde jeans. And I do vaguely remember her calling that out when I saw her at that party. Like when she started listing off brands, the first thing I remember her saying was Agolde new with tags. And I was like, yep, I'm in. Obviously, Agolde doesn't sell like it used to. Like I used to be able to get like $150 for it. Now it's more like $80 to maybe $120. But to have 5 pair all new with tags is incredible. So I think what she does, which my other consignment clients do this too, is if they order online, they're not sure what size they'll need in a certain style or certain brand. They just order 2 sizes. And my guess is they tell themselves they'll return whatever doesn't fit, and then they never do. And then they send all that stuff that they don't return to me. So I'm good with that. But these are both the same exact style. Same wash, same cut. The only difference is the size. These are a 28 and these are a 29. And this is the crisscross upsize jean in the color or the wash Suburbia. And it looks like they retail for $188. So these, I don't like, a couple videos ago, I would have said this is like trending right now. I need to look into it more. I haven't sold this style, the crossover style, in a while of any type of jean or any brand. For a while, it was really trendy, but this is one of those things that's so specific that if it goes out, it like goes out and it's no longer trendy. So I need to look into it and see if these are still considered like new and trendy or not. I'm still gonna list them and I'm gonna get them listed quickly. My husband's already steamed almost all of these, so I'll be ready to photograph today. So we'll see. And they are, technically they look like a straight leg, but they're a very wide straight leg. So I would almost consider these wide leg, not straight leg. Okay, so these are all 3 the same. These are the Riley high rise straight crop. And they all have the same distressing, and they are sizes 28, 28, and 29. So I don't know how she ended up with 2 of the same size. Maybe she thought it was her favorite pair and she ordered multiples and it wasn't her favorite pair. I'm not sure. But I'm just excited that I have them to list. Yeah, they're all 3 the same. This will make, I will say, when you have a lot of the same items in different sizes, a little trick that I've learned is don't photograph them back to back because it gets really confusing when you go to list of which ones are which. So what I will do when I go to photograph is I'll do like a pair of Agolde and then a top, and then the next pair of Agolde that matches the first pair of Agolde, and then another top, so that when I'm going through my photos and my measurements and everything, it's clear which ones are for which. I don't know, maybe that's a me problem. I don't know if that's like a universal issue that everyone deals with, but historically, I found that that's the easiest way to do that. I like to pride myself in not being but I might be a little judgmental with these. These are sweatpants that are printed to look like jeans. She probably saw these online and they looked awesome on the model, and then she got them in person and she realized, like, this is not a pocket. It is just fabric. It's just printed on there. My guess is she got them in and had the same reaction I had when I pulled them out. I was like, what in the ever-loving, you know what, are these? They are jogger at the bottom. I don't think I've mentioned the brand. They're Rag & Bone, which Rag & Bone, I question your judgment. These are the Glass Hill Miramar joggers. So anyways, I hate them, but I'm still gonna list them. I'm definitely gonna be very descriptive in my description for them to make it super clear that these are sweatpants, not jeans. So yeah, I don't blame her for giving these to me to sell. They do have real pockets, just not the kind of pockets that it looks like they have. So yeah, I don't blame her for giving these to me to sell because I'm not a fan of them either. They're a size medium, so we'll see. Like, this is just so wild to me. Like, the distressing, literally just a picture, no actual hole. All right, these next two are more of like bread and butter brands at this point. These are Adriana Goldschmied. They can do well. I think if these were like a more current, these are just a straight leg. If these were more current, I think I'd be excited about them. I'm not excited, but I'm not like, I don't feel the same way about these as I felt about the Agolde jeans. I think these will be like a solid $35 to $50 flip. I think I'll be lucky if I get 50 for them, but I don't know. Hopefully I'm made to be a liar and I get more. We'll see. I'll definitely have to look up comps on these though, because I don't pick this brand up anymore, or I haven't in a really long time. So I'm not even sure what to expect. That's truly just a guesstimate. So whatever I'm putting on the screen is what I can expect for comps. All right, these, I don't know, I probably wouldn't consider these bread and butter because of the style. So these are Spanx and they're small. And these are flare. It's like a slight flare. It's a little more than I would consider boot cut. But yeah, dark wash. I do think that Spanx has gone downhill in terms of resale, especially for the leggings, and most especially for like the patent leather type of leggings and like the shimmery ones that were so popular for so long. So if I were out in the wild at a thrift store, I would definitely pick these up for the jeans price, $7 or $8. But any like jeggings, like skinny leg jeggings or regular leggings, unless they were like new tags or plus size, I probably would not. Of course, with every single brand that I say I wouldn't pick up, there's always going to be exceptions. If you watch Kaylee Elaine, you know that she has this like concept that she's coined factor stacking, and that basically is when you like have a brand or an item, historically you wouldn't pick it up, but there's several elements about the piece that make it sellable. So like for this one, it's the dark wash, it's the flare, it's the great condition, like all of those things are sellable factors. And when you combine them all, it makes the piece and the brand more sellable than if it were just like a piece that didn't have the sellable factors, if that makes sense. I should have prefaced that with the fact that I suck at explaining things and articulating my thoughts. So if that didn't make sense, sorry about it. All right, I meant to look this one up before I filmed because I have no idea what this is. It like looks familiar, but I don't recognize the name of the brand. So this is the item that was not in the Lululemon bags. It was in its own like mailer bag. And it is a snowboarding jacket. I've seen this before, but I also am wondering if I'm thinking of Gymshark, because Gymshark has a similar vibe to this brand label. This is new with tags. It has like the whole mailing slip or shipping slip or whatever in the bag. So I have like the style name and everything, which is awesome. This is called the All New 2.0. It is very heavy, like insanely heavy. So this must be for like really, really cold weather. The brand is Alpha Tech, and it's a size extra large. So yeah, I need to do some research on this, but this is definitely one I'm gonna need to weigh, because there is a good chance this weighs more than 5 pounds, which is insane to me. So I could be exaggerating a little bit, but I'm definitely gonna weigh it just to be safe. So anyways, yeah, that must have been her husband's, because this is not her size or something that it looks like she would wear. All right, the tops are a little less less exciting than the jeans. They're more like bread and butter, but I'm still gonna list them and see how they do. So this is, I'm not sure what this is, honestly. I need to look up stock photos to see, but it's some kind of cardigan or shawl. It's by a brand that I've heard of called Echo. It may also be a scarf. I'm not entirely sure. It does have an opening here, which makes me think that's like a head hole, and it might just like, yeah, honestly, I don't know. But yeah, the brand's Echo. Here it is. And I do know this is nicer. I've seen it in like a women's like bougie boutique before, but it's one size. The fact that it says one size makes me think it's some kind of like shawl or cardigan. I feel like a scarf would not say one size. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm gonna look this up, and I said I'm gonna list all of this. That's with the caveat of if it comps for $15, I'm not gonna list it. And I still need to ask her what she wants me to do with it if I don't list it. This is Free People. It's a size extra small, so clearly it's oversized because she is not necessarily an extra small. And most Free People is oversized. So this is really pretty. It's got like a button front. This is like quintessential Free People. Like what you think when you picture Free People in your head is this. So yeah, it's nice. It's floral. My guess is it'll sell for maybe like 25 to 35. There are a couple new to me brands that she sent, this being one of them. This feels very much like something you'd buy if you're on a vacation at like a resort or something. Although, I don't know why I said that. I don't vacation at resorts, but if I were to picture myself vacationing at a resort, put it that way, and there was like a little gift shop and it's on the beach, this is the kind of thing that I would picture being in that gift shop or like the boutique that you can buy. Like it feels like absolute garbage. It must be polyester or something, but I bet this was expensive. So it's got like the front ties there. The brand is Sienna, Cienna. And maybe it's like handmade or something. Oh, okay. It's the Jardin bell top in a size large, and it was $65. And it definitely looks like something you get at like a beach store, like a beach boutique. So definitely gonna have to look this one up to see if it's worth selling. I mean, it's fun, it's cute, but we'll have to see. All right, I need y'all's help with this one. This is I think it's New with Tags. Yeah, New with Tags Anthropology top. It's a sleeveless blouse. And I have seen this before, but I cannot remember what it is. If you know what brand this is, please comment below and let me know. This is a size 8. It's New with Tags from Anthropology. And it retailed for $128. Dang, for a sleeveless top. And it was on sale for $100. So yeah, it must be one of their nicer brands that they sell. The neckline is beaded. It is semi-sheer. It's kind of like a burnout velvet, and it's a high-low hem. So yeah, and it's got the hook and eye closure in the back with a little keyhole. But yeah, if you know what that brand is, let me know. This is one of the ones that I was talking about where I don't pick it up because nobody talks about it. And I don't know that I've necessarily ever heard anyone say that it doesn't do well. I've just never heard anyone say that it does do well. And I think it's a house brand at Nordstrom, Sanctuary. So I feel like I would assume that this is kind of in line with brands like, what am I thinking of? Halogen and like, Treasure and Bond and like those types of brands. It's a very basic blouse and it doesn't feel great. It feels like polyester. So my guess is I won't end up listing this based on comps, but I am going to look it up just in case. Like I'm not going to just like look at that tag and be like, nope, not listing it. I'm going to make sure that it isn't going to sell for 25 plus because I feel like anything 25 plus would be worth it for me. So anyways, yeah, that's where we're at with that. This one I was excited about. It's New with Tags Nation Ltd. I will say I watch a lot of reselling YouTube, and one of my favorite channels to watch is the Jack Valentine channel with Jack and Ryan. And I know they love Nation Ltd. So I started picking it up when they started talking about it because I had never heard of it. And I have not had the same success that they have. It does sell, and it sells for good, like $35 maybe average sale price, but it doesn't sell quickly for me. And they always comment that it does sell quickly for them. So, and same with Frizzy's Finds. I know they Nation LTD up all the time and say that it flips quick. So, you know, maybe I just haven't picked up the right pieces, but I feel like this looks just like some of the pieces I picked up. This one is new with tags, so I do expect it to go quicker. It retailed for $93. It looks like my husband caught the tag with a steamer. That's what I was talking about. Was it this video? No, it was my last video when I was saying if you run a heat gun over a price tag, sometimes it'll turn black. That's what happens if you hit it with heat. So this is it was sold at Evereve, and it's the colorway Rusted Rose. So I do know she likes Evereve because there's a couple Evereve tops that I'm going to get to in a second. So it's got that, what is this called? A bishop sleeve, where it gets skinnier near the wrist. I'm like the worst when it comes to style names, like shift dress, A-line dress, like all of those. Not good, not good. I should be better at them, having been reselling since 2018, but you know, they change so often and I just can't keep up. So anyways, yeah, excited about that one. All right, we've got another Free People, another bread and butter. It's very soft though. I need to check and see. It is an extra small. I'll definitely have to run my sweater shaver over this. It's just a cotton acrylic spandex blend. I was wondering if maybe there was some cashmere in it because it's got that like fuzziness that cashmere does, but no cashmere. So it's kind of fitted at the waist and like bubbles out at the top. So this is, again, just bread and butter, probably like $25 to $35. This is another one, just like the Sanctuary piece that I'm gonna look up, but I'm not sure if it'll be worth listing. Socialite. I feel like this is a house brand from a department store. This is a new with tags bodysuit. It's very cute. It's got like that lace, dainty like lace trim, V-neck. It's a satin finish, but yeah, this one only retailed for $60 and it looks like she bought it for $30. So if I do find that comps are 25 or more, what I'll do is I'll take, you can see that it's perforated down bottom. I will take off the bottom level that says $28.90. And it is a thong back. So yeah, not sure about that one yet. All right, this is new with tags, Intimately Free People. It is a bodysuit. It's that surplice top. I just said I'm not good with keywords, but that is one that I do know. Surplice is basically faux wrap. So if it's made to look like it's like a wrap dress or a wrap top, but it doesn't actually like wrap to tie, it just like is sewn in and is stationary, that's surplice. And I'll put it on the screen so you know how to spell it. But this is very stretchy. It's a good like emerald green color. It's got a thong, and I did check the bodysuits out. Even though they're new with tags, they're in good shape inside and out. So this one retailed for $68. It's from the Intimately Free People line, and it's a size small. So another bread and butter, probably like 25 to 35 on that. All right, these next two are Evereve. This is another one that Jack and Ryan say, I think Jack specifically likes to sell Evereve if it's like more current or more substantial. I've tried a couple pieces, but they were very basic. Like this, I feel like because it's a faux leather, it elevates it a little bit, and it's not just like a regular cotton or like a polyester or something. So I feel like this will do better than the ones I've tried. This is a size medium. So I definitely will be listing this unless I look up comps and it's like $10, which I doubt because Evereve is very expensive. The only thing I'm worried about with this one is that we are going into spring and this feels more like fall winter to me. So, but I do have to keep in mind, like, even though it feels like spring here in Georgia, and like Minnesota, it could be snowing and it could be -5, you know, so there's different weather in different parts of the country. So, and I'm not the kind of person that will like not list something because of season. Like I list year round with everything, but it just makes me like hesitate for a second, like this might not do well, or I might have to sit on it for a while. All right, this is the other Evereve piece, size medium. This is another one. It's more of like a winter top because it's a velvet. It's got the smocked wrist. It is a plaid, like a black and gray plaid. And it's got button back with keyhole details. And this is mock neck. So if you're a new reseller, a mock neck is basically like where it looks like a turtleneck, but it doesn't fold over. So it's like it's going to be a turtleneck and then stops. And it's basically like mock, I think is another word for like faux or fake. And I think that's where it comes from. I say that. I have done zero research to fact check that. So sounds good, right? So yeah, Evereve. And we've got one more piece. All right, this one when I saw the brand, I was not excited. When I saw the price tag, I was very excited. So this is Treasure and Bond, which is a Nordstrom house brand, but this is a 100% leather, like biker style jacket. I will say it smells funny, but I think it's like the leather, like the real leather. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe like air it, like it smells like if you were to walk into a leather store and there was just a ton of leather everywhere, that smell is what this piece smells like. But I feel like so maybe it's been in storage or something. So I feel like if I air it out for a little bit before I list it, that might help. But I'm definitely gonna make a comment in the description that it has a very strong leather odor to it. But yeah, this is why I'm excited. It's a $329 jacket. It's got this like flannel interior. So cute. I can definitely see her wearing this. I'm surprised she didn't, but yeah, so I'm definitely gonna look at comps on this. I have no idea what to expect, but I've never heard of or seen anything retailing for $329 from this brand. Typically I find they're like basics, like even if it's a dress or something, and it reminds me of those brands that we were just talking about, like Sanctuary, Socialite, that kind of thing. So really curious to see about that. So anyways, that is everything. I think it was like 15 or 20 items. Safe to say, having not given her any guidance or parameters on what brands I would or wouldn't sell, I'm pretty impressed with what she sent me. So I feel like she has a pretty good idea of what has resale value, with the exception of like a few pieces. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get those listed. I always do that when I have a new consignment client. I get them listed quick, because especially if they have trendy items or good brands, or things that have a good sell-through rate, because then I can show like a quick ROI, and I can send them, you know, a payout the next month. And I do that as like a sales technique, so that they're happy with my service and they realize that it's worth it and all of that. And I hope that that turns into them sending me more inventory to list. So I have one more potential consignment client on dock. Typically I'm like maxed out and actually behind on consignment inventory, because I'm constantly balancing what I've thrifted and consignment inventory. But because my husband's been helping me with steaming, it's helping me get ahead. So not only, other than this haul, I'm totally caught up on consignment inventory, and I'm pretty close to being caught up on my own inventory. So I think it's a combination of him helping me steam, which is helping me get stuff listed faster, plus I'm not thrifting as much. So I have less coming in and I have more going out, like more being listed. So I think that combination, it's honestly how every reseller should be. So I have not been modeling good reseller habits up until a few months ago. So trying to be better about it. I also just got a part-time job on like 2 to 3 weekends out of the month. I'm gonna be working with an event rental company. I'm gonna be doing a lot of really similar things to what I do with my corporate job, which is the only reason I took it. I don't have to learn any new skills. I didn't even have to like show them a resume, thank God, because I have worked for my job for 11 years and I don't have a resume. I'd have to start from scratch. But I got referred from a friend that just got a job there. She's a sales partner, and they just needed some extra help on the weekends with managing a crew and, you know, doing quality check and things like that. So I did just accept that position. So I bring that up to say that I normally, every weekend I work on reselling, and I think I'm going to have to batch work, which a lot of people do anyways. I just haven't really ever had to, because all of my side jobs or side hustles have not had a schedule associated with them, but this one will. Like I'll have shifts that I have to work. So I will not have freedom to photograph and measure and list and all of that like I have for the last like 5 or 6 years. So it's going to be a new schedule that I'm gonna have to get used to. So what I'm basically trying to do is, when I'm not going to be working there, I'm going to have to focus heavily on being really productive with my reselling, so that I can like batch photograph a ton of stuff that'll hold me over for potentially up to 2 weeks. Because if I work one weekend and I'm working long shifts, I'm not going to have time to photograph. And although I have lights, like I have a ring light that I'm using for my video right now, and I have box lights off to the side, I just feel that things do not photograph the same if you don't have natural light. And I have a window behind you guys that I use. So although I could technically photograph in the evenings, like after I get back, I don't want to do that, because I just don't feel that the quality of my photos are as good. So Anyways, that was one big long ramble. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully that doesn't cut into my plan to be better about filming YouTube videos. I really don't know what it's going to look like yet in terms of how much I'm going to be working, what the hours are going to be. I did tell them no late nights, so that's good because your girl's got to sleep. Otherwise, I am like the Grinch. So anyways, yeah, that'll be a new adventure that I'll be going on, but hopefully I'll still be able to keep up with YouTube and get some videos out for you guys. I do have, I think I'm going to do maybe like one video of what's left in my death pile. When I started my YouTube channel, I did like a death pile diary series, or I don't know, something like that, death pile haul series, and you guys really seem to like that, like to see how irresponsible I was and what I've been holding on to in my garage that I haven't been listing and making money on. So I've got like maybe 2 bins left of death pile inventory, so maybe I'll hang those up and have my husband steam them and do a haul of that for you guys, so you know what kind of things I've been holding on to and not listing that I will be listing soon. So anyways, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.